Tech companies across the globe are diving into artificial intelligence research in what many are billing the era of AI. Now, Google is trying to find out if AI can also make art and write music. Maya Margit has more.
Can artificial intelligence create an original work of art or write compelling music? That's the question Google's Project Magenta is trying to answer. Launched a few days ago, Magenta is exploring the possibility that machines can learn to be creative. The objective is twofold: to advance AI capabilities in music and art, and to foster a community of programmers and artists who can use open source technology to help Google reach its goals. It's not the first time the tech giant has experimented with machine-generated art. Magenta is based on another one of Google's forays into the world of art, known as Deep Dream. Deep Dream is a computer program which uses algorithms that process photos to create mesmerizing hallucinogenic images. However, Magenta goes a step further by looking at how AI can produce music, video, and other visual media. Last week, the tech giant's TensorFlow AI engine released its first piece of music, a simple 90-second piano melody. But one of the issues facing machine-generated music is that it lacks, quote, a long-term narrative arc, according to project researcher Douglas Eck. Another question looming over the project is it art? For now, the machines are receiving raw materials to work with in their artistic production. The next challenge will be to see if they can create something out of nothing. Until that happens, it is unlikely Google will give today's famous pop stars a run for their money.
And I-24 News journalist Maya Margit is joining me now. Hey, Maya.
Hey.
It's a wonderful piece, and it raises the question, are we going to see now AI artists, AI musicians?
Yeah, well, what's interesting is that it's not entirely new, the concept of computers making music or art. Already in the 1950s, there was this computer making art. But actually, many artists and musicians are pretty worried now. They're saying, well, you know, I guess if the AI gets good enough, then we're going to become obsolete. Mm-hmm. And this also raises philosophical questions. What is art? What makes art art? Does it all it needs maybe is fancy programming, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I have to say, can they make art? I mean, can they write music as good as people can? Can they paint as good as people can? Are we going to see a masterpiece coming out of it, or is it all going to be like, I don't know, stuff for, you know, hotel rooms?
Yeah, it might end up being elevator music, as you say, or, you know, waiting music. But art is about more than generating colors and sound. It's not just there's also a story arc. There's an emotion. So can it capture the range of human emotion and experience? That's a very good question. But a few months ago, there was an AI that beat a human at a complex game called Go. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time that a human was ever beat. So they're saying that eventually the AI will get smart enough and intelligent enough to actually be as talented as a regular artist.
Right. Google hasn't given up on traditional art.
No, they haven't. No, they haven't. They're also investing in traditional art, just so for the people who are interested in traditional art. There's this project. It's called Art Project, actually, and they're working with 250 institutions across the world to digitize collections in very, very high resolution imagery, so people can access art online.
Right. I'm listening to you, but really I'm mesmerized by this. All these eyes behind you, so I'm not really sure I heard what you're saying. No, but what other sorts of AI projects are they taking on? Not just art stuff, I would imagine.
No, it's really the era of, you know, artificial intelligence right now, and Stephen Hawking and Elon Musk are warning us that this is our biggest existential threat right now is AI, because they're basically worried about
to the list.
All the sci-fi movies that we see with Skynet, the Terminator, and everything. So now there's another project that Google's working on. It's with Oxford University, and they're looking to find an off button for AI, like a foolproof off button in case AI goes out of control and decides to kill its human creators.
I see. The anti-AI.
Exactly.
Maya, thanks so much.
Thank you.